Welcome to Lex's World, a very important and complex subject today, experiencing multiple bad marijuana trips, meaning either mentally or physically unpleasant. As my regular viewers know from my old episodes, one bad trip is very likely a green out and very unlikely because of laced weed. Link to those in the description. But multiple bad trips over days and weeks, and with all weed regardless of its source, is something else. Okay, so first off, this is not uncommon. I've received a bunch of emails over the years from you guys who've had this happen. Some people even completely quit smoking weed because they do not understand what the cause might be. But there's actually multiple causes, and I'll list them all off with the most likely ones first. Number 1. You're having bad trips because you've been smoking up while very depressed, very anxious, or very busy. In some people, this triggers a bad reaction. Number 2. You have cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. This is a condition that affects an unknown but seemingly significant portion of heavy marijuana users. It strikes often years after they've begun smoking and usually expresses itself in physical nausea and headaches from unusually small quantities of cannabis. Ever find yourself running to take a hot shower because smoking up makes you feel unwell and you find that the hot shower relieves your symptoms? Then this is probably you. If so, the good and bad news is that there's an easy fix. Stop smoking for about a month and then significantly reduce your intake going forward. Number 3. You have developed a marijuana allergy. Now, the allergy can be for smoking it, the allergy can just be for touching it. But either way, there's not much you can do about an allergy, sad to say. Number 4, you have an inner ear infection. Lots of people have bad trips off cannabis when this happens. Number 5, you're sick with a fever and trying to smoke up. Something to avoid. For a lot of people, this triggers a bad trip because smoking up sends their temperature higher instead of lower. Not true for everyone, but it is for many people. You have to wait until your flu or whatever passes and smoke up next time when you're not sick. Number 6, you keep mixing weed with alcohol. That weed before liquor, liquor before weed rhyme is garbage. For most people, they don't mix well no matter what the order is because they amplify the potency of each other. Number 7, you are on medication, especially mood-altering medication, seems to react with weed more than other prescription meds. Number 8, you have moldy or laced cannabis. Very possible, but neither of these is likely, especially if you've already tried switching up the batch and it hasn't solved the bad trips. These reasons cover probably 95% of people who experience multiple bad trips in a row. You can't cover every possibility due to the complexity of cannabis and the human body, so if you didn't find your reason here, you may have to think outside the box and experiment. But that's all I got for you. If you found the show useful, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'll see you next time on Lex's World.